Well, I said last night during the 10 p.m. news that the important part of the forecast was that today might be kind of a tough hair day. And actually, Shira and I were just having this conversation because the humidity is up. If you notice that at all today, I even asked on my Facebook page saying, rate the weather today in 0 to 10. What did you think of it? And there were a lot of 4s and 5s out there because despite the cool down, the humidity is up and that makes it less enjoyable. 86 degrees right now, actually a great deal of cloud cover. Despite that icon that you see there giving us sunshine. The sun is still up, even though we can't see it right now, but it does look kind of ominous out there, a little bit like a rainy day. Check out the dew point, 55. That is significant for me. When I'm looking at the dew point at 55, I'm thinking, yeah, it is muggy outside. But when you look at the relative humidity just below that, 35%, that doesn't seem that significant. So what's the difference between the two? Percentages that you're seeing here are relative humidity. Really, these numbers are more useful when you're looking at fire conditions because it's giving us an idea of the amount of moisture the air mass can hold at its current temperature. It's a ratio of dew point in comparison to temperature. So a more useful number for us, or what I would argue would be more relevant humidity, would be the dew point. The dew point is the actual absolute measure of how much moisture is in our air mass at any given time, and this is more useful to how it feels to us. Check out the dew point in Ontario, 61, 60 in Caldwell, upper 50s in Boise and Nampa. That's getting a little tropical feeling for us, especially when you're talking about a high desert climate when we're really acclimated to such dry conditions, slathering on the moisture in the winter time, running that humidifier in the winter and the summer. So let's break it down. Relative humidity, a ratio of temperature to dew point. It ranges from 0% to 100%, and when relative humidity is at 100%, the air is saturated. It is raining or precipitating at that point. It's really a poor indicator of comfort. So if we want to talk about how it feels outside, we look at the dupes, as I like to call them, a dew point, or as some would call them, an ew point, because yeah, sometimes it gets kind of in that yucky ew category. It's a measure of moisture in the air, the temperature that the air must cool to for dew to form, better to describe the comfort scale. So I put that tropical, little background up there because it's not often I get to use that here, but yeah, it might feel a little tropical today. I have put together this dew point scale, a muggy meter, if you will, in, sort of relation to our high desert climate. I know that these dew points are really low and comfortable for someone who's acclimated to more of a tropical environment. Say you're from Florida and you're visiting here, this feels fine to you. But for us, when we know what a dry desert climate feels like, this is muggy and even humid. So 55 to 65 range, that's where we're at right now. Maybe a little bit of a frizz factor added to your hairdo forecast for today. Just to give you some comparison, where we do often see some higher dew points in the east, in the Midwest, especially in the southeast. You head to Florida to go to Disney World, meet Mickey, and that humidity just slaps you in the face the second that you step off the plane. So it remains fairly muggy, little humid through the rest of this evening and into the overnight hours. So maybe a little bit of a frizz factor that's sticking around with us. And I hate to say it, I'll show you that 7-day forecast coming up in just a little bit, but we are back to the dry heat. At least it's a dry heat as early as tomorrow, Shira.
Oh, goodness. And I will say, my hair definitely had the extra frizz factor going on there.
Right?
Yeah, I feel it. But thank you. I learned so much.
It's an ew point.
Ew point. Yes, I don't like them. Thank you.